But here's the thing that elites like Jimmy Kimmel just don't understand. Red-blooded Americans, we would much rather have a small-time plumber, low-level MMA fighter who has common sense, fears God, loves our nation. We would much rather have that man serving in DHS than a highly educated, open borders leftist who's intent on destroying the America that we know and love.
What's a red-blooded American? Doesn't every human being on planet Earth have red blood? See, that's the crap that you white Christian nationalists buy into. It's this bullshit version of American exceptionalism. Because you're just a mediocre white man with a small penis, right? Guns, pew pew, flags, bald eagles, freedom. Why don't you tell us about the Middle Passage? Why don't you talk about slavery, lynchings, putting black people in wills? No, you don't want to talk about that because it interferes with your version of American greatness. This is why we're here. This is why people like you worshipped the racist, white supremacist podcaster who joked about gay people being thrown out of buildings, who asked for the execution of Joe Biden, who said, if the pilot's black, do I know they're qualified? Oh, dead Americans is worth the cost of the Second Amendment. That's your guy because he's white. Now, let's listen to a clip of the man that you voted for as president.
I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
That's huge news there.
No, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was marriages. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch. But I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
Pull the ham.
That's the guy that God sent? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to sit at the dinner table tonight with your daughter, and I want you to play her that entire clip. Every word of it. I want you to explain to your daughter why God would send a man that says that you're supposed to grab women by the pussy. Go ahead, great Christian. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. He's literally joking about having sex with a woman while he's married to another wife. You know, your great Christian has been married 3 times. While you're up here making fun of Jimmy Kimmel because he's a radical left libtard, while you're supporting Mark Wayne Mullen, who is a white nationalist, who just last year stood up and wanted to fist fight with the guest in the chambers. But nothing on your page about that. Go ahead. Tell your daughters that that's what Jesus sent. You should have no problem having her listen to the President of the United States, right? And then I want you to tell your daughter why he owes E. Jean Carroll $80 million. I want you to explain to your daughter why Jesus, the person that you pretend to follow, sent a man that rapes women to be the leader of the free world. Go ahead, I dare you. You won't do it because you know he's a piece of shit. But he's a white man, so you don't care. You're what's wrong with this country. You're nothing more than a modern-day Pharisee. You're a religious hypocrite. And you run around and you cherry-pick bullshit quotes and you just be the white victim all the time. Why don't you go show your family, your kids, January 6th, while the man you voted for sat on his fat ass, his obese ass, because, you know, he's in such shape because he's a Christian, while he's shitting his diaper watching officers get beaten. Why don't you go tell your children about the 4 officers that committed suicide 4 years afterwards? Why don't you go tell your daughters why women are dying of sepsis by an increased mortality rate of 56% in Texas because you're pro-life and you took away their right to live and to choose what they do with their bodies. Why don't you go share with your daughters the story of Adriana Smith, who was brain dead in Georgia because they're pro-life, kept her corpse alive for 4 months. Go ahead. Do it, pro-life. You don't believe in God. You don't follow God. You are the opposite. You have more in common with Satan. You and the racist podcasters and these Betty Johnsons, you're just a bunch of fucking white grifters. You're the reason that God sent Trump here to expose the moral rot within his church. You're a whore to capitalism. You make videos so people will like it so you will make money. You're a whore. That's it. That's all you are. And you look for the worst possible thing. Hey, curious, what's your solution for gun violence? 40,000 people die from gun violence. Oh, you don't have a solution, but you can't take your guns. What's your solution for the 14 million kids that go to school hungry? Oh, you can't feed them because that's socialism. Oh, okay. What's your solution for the 800,000 that are homeless? None? Oh, but you'll make videos about, oh, tell me what's a man and a woman. Ooh, take tampons out of bathrooms. Hey, did you see the 10 transgenders in college sports? But somehow, you won't even show your daughters a video of a president saying, grab them by the pussy. Huh, fascinating. Yeah, the number one cause of death of children is gun violence, but somehow, Jesus told you to vote for a rapist and a child molester. Yeah, praise Jesus. You're why people leave the church. Because you're not there for God. You're there to embolden and strengthen the white male patriarchy. That's all you stand for. And the reason that you have a cross on your hat is because your walk is a piss poor reflection of what Jesus stood for. Faith without works is dead. He was talking about you. By your fruits shall you be judged. Judge thy neighbor fairly. By the same measure you judge, lest you be judged. Remove the log from your eye before you so you see the speck in your brother's. And all you do, and all of you racist, white nationalist, fake-ass Christians do, is go around and pointing out the speck in everybody else's eye, but you justify a man who rapes women, molests children, a felon, insurrection, asks for the execution of black people, didn't rent to black people, cheats on his wife, has dinner with white supremacists, makes fun of disabled people, but somehow Jimmy Kimmel is a radical left lunatic. Have yourself a white day. Oh, and by the way, one day, when you stand before God, because your day will come, you and your racism, and God's going to ask you, why did you spend all of your time grifting off of uneducated, white trash MAGA with 6 teeth concepts of brains? Look at all these children that died from gun violence. Look at all these victims that Trump raped and sexually assaulted. What are you going to say? But Jesus, I talked about the tampons in the bathrooms. He's going to say, I don't know you. You can go down there with Jeffrey Epstein because that's where you belong. Have a white day, you fake ass Christian.